Welcome to the Crow's Nest, where we highlight the best Millersville Athletics has to offer, including interviews with the top performers from each week's games and more insider access. Here's your host, Andrew Pauling.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Crow's Nest. Alongside Jalen Hodge, I'm Andrew Pauling, and here's what the Marauders have been up to. The baseball team suffered a rare sweep over the weekend at the hands of Westchester, losing 3 straight conference games for just the second time in the past decade. On Sunday night, program alums Chaz McCormick and Tim Mayza squared off in the Blue Jays-Astros game, becoming the first pair of Marauders to face off in a major league game. Here's what head coach Jon Shehan had to say about the historic moment.
Coach, on Sunday night, we saw our first ever matchup in the major leagues between a pair of former Marauders. As their former coach, what was that like for you watching that at bat on Sunday night?
My dad sent me the MLB live screenshot just to show me that they're facing each other, and I had to have a double take looking at it like this actually happened. And so I flipped the game on my phone really quick, and yeah, it was happening. It was a pretty surreal moment.
What was that conversation like with Timmy and Chaz after the games were over on Sunday?
Tim sent me a GIF of a guy wiping the sweat off his brow because that was quite the laser that Chaz hit off of him. But super competitive, respectful. I mean, they both respect each other a ton. And obviously Tim played with his brother Ryan and have, he's known Chaz since he was a little kid, really. So just a cool moment for both guys.
What's that mean then for the alumni base? And then for you, I hear you're getting the ball eventually coming down your way.
Yeah, they both, Chaz grabbed the ball as a home game, and they're both signing it and sending it in next week. I think it'd be a really cool memento to have in the office for the kids to see. And it means a ton to the program. It shows our current guys that it's possible to make it, and it's possible to have success. Both those guys are off to great starts, and then it's great for alums as well. I mean, to follow 2 of their teammates and just know those guys are human and continuing to use what they've learned here, hopefully to have success in the major leagues.
Well, thanks for the time, Coach. Congrats again on the awesome achievement there on Sunday.
The Marauders return to Cooper Park this Friday to take on Bloomsburg at 2 o'clock. The team will honor its 7 seniors prior to first pitch against the Huskies.
The softball team had a tough weekend, dropping 3 of its 4 PSAC East matches as the team now has lost 6 of its last 7 games, falling out of first place in the conference standings. Ville has its final home games of the season tomorrow, as they will be also taking on the Huskies and honoring their pair of seniors prior to first pitch at 2:30. The team concludes its regular season at Shepherd on Saturday.
Both tennis teams will head to the PSAC tournament this Friday and Saturday in Bloomsburg. Millersville is the lone program to qualify in both the men's and women's brackets, as the women won the PSAC East regular season title for the first time in program history, going 7-0 in conference play. Here's what head coach Matt Helsel had to say about the team's regular seasons as they prepare for the conference tournaments.
Coach, on the women's side, the team wins the PSAC East regular season title for the first time in program history. What's that mean to you to have them have that accomplishment this year?
It's just a huge step for our program from where we've been just a few short years ago to where we're at now. It really just blows my mind. 2 years in a row now where we're the only team that has both the men and the women into the conference semifinals. So it just blows me away.
Well, the women have their conference semifinals starting later this week. What's the expectation for that group as they head into the PSAC tournament?
It's a tough assignment. We got to play Slippery Rock again. Most likely, they have to get past a match tomorrow. But assuming that they do, we would have to play them again. We just had a rough one with them the other day. So, but on the other hand, the women would probably be the first to remind me that last year we played a team that had killed us in the regular season, and we came back and beat them in the conference semifinals. So there's precedent. We'll see. Anything can happen. Should be a fun match.
On the men's side, you have 4 conference players of the week from this spring, a lot of standout individual performances. How could you wrap that season up for us with what they were able to do throughout the regular season?
Got some unbelievable talent on the men's side. We've had a lot of injuries this year, so it's been tough to kind of juggle around lineups and people in and out of the lineup. It's been hard for them to get into a good rhythm. But I think we finally got healthy here recently, and we're really looking forward to playing the best teams in the conference with our full-strength lineup, which they haven't seen yet, so we'll see.
Well, with that full-strength lineup in mind for this upcoming weekend, could you preview the men's side of the conference tournament as well?
So we have a fun matchup with Mercyhurst, who we've had some just outstanding matches with the last couple years, and they've been at the top of the conference for a long time, so we have a ton of respect for them. Good group of players, well coached. So, we'll just leave it out in the line and see what happens, but I feel really good about it. Should be a great match, and if we do what we can do, it'll be fun to watch.
Well, good luck this weekend on both sides, Coach. Hope you're coming home with some conference titles by the end of the week.
The women's lacrosse team picked up a 15-11 win against Shepherd last night, moving their record to 11-5 overall and 7-4 in PSAC East action. Jillian Zimmerman once again led the offense with 4 goals and an assist. The team wraps up its regular season on Saturday against Shippensburg at 2 p.m. Bill will honor its 3 seniors prior to first draw against the Raiders.
Hannah Wolfling set a program record this weekend, recording a distance of 163 feet in the discus, surpassing the previous program record set by Sunflower Green at the 2019 PSAC Championship meet. Wolfling was named PSAC Outdoor Athlete of the Week for the 2nd time in her career. Darian Hoff broke her own program record in the pole vault with a height of 12 feet and 11.5 inches. The team is back in action on Saturday for the Paul Kaiser Classic, hosted by Shippensburg.
Men's basketball standout James Sullivan earned academic recognition from the conference after being named the recipient of the PSAC Top 10 Award while compiling a 3.91 GPA for his academic career. As a Top 10 Award winner, Sullivan is an exclusive company. He is only the 22nd Marauder and the first Millersville men's basketball player to receive the honor since the award was first handed out in 1997. He is the 3rd Millersville athlete in the last decade to win the honor.
The women's golf team took 4th place in last week's PSAC Championship Tournament, coming in 4th for the 3rd time in the last 5 years. Emma Schcoch led the Marauders, taking 13th place as an individual as she averaged 84 strokes over her 3 rounds of play. Charlie Kirby and Taylor Heilman joined her in the top 20, tying for 16th place.
Join the Marauders on May 21st at the 6th Annual Dining with Champions for an afternoon of food, drink, and celebration. This year's event takes place at Chris Field at Beamsdorfer Stadium and is free to attend. This year, we will announce our annual award winners and unveil plans for the Morgan Athletic Complex renovation campaign. Anyone can attend, but space is limited, so register now at millersvilleathletics.com.
As it is our last show this semester, there are a few people I'd like to thank for their behind-the-scenes effort this year. Michael McDonald, Becca Patches, Abigail Martin, Molly Dorsey, and my co-host Jalen Hodge are all graduating next week, so we wish you the best in your next chapters. These seniors have done a tremendous job and tremendous work with MUTV following the pandemic and have bright futures ahead of themselves. That's all from us this semester on the Crow's Nest. Alongside Jalen Hodge, I'm Andrew Pauling. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you in the fall.